This feels more like a money grab than anything else, and I kind of just wish it didn't exist.
A Christian Bible reviewer was less than impressed with the Trump USA Bible. So the person in the video is Tim Wildsmith, and he's an expert Bible reviewer. He's a Christian, and it's what he does on his YouTube channel. He's reviewed a lot of Bibles from various publishers, and he has decided to review the newly endorsed Trump Bible that's been sold for about $60 plus shipping and handling, so about like $75. So now here's the thing. It's not a new Bible. Trump Bible has actually been around for quite a while, a few years, but it was recently, it wasn't until recently that Trump endorsed it and started selling it. So fans of Wildsmith decided to ask him, hey, why don't you review the Bible? This is what you do. You do Bible reviews. And he's like, all right. And well, I'm going to show you some highlights or, well, lowlights of it. And I'll link the full video in the description so that you can, you can watch the whole thing. You can see his review that he tries to do the good things. But there's a lot of bad things, as you're about to see.
Honestly, it feels pretty fake and cheap to me. So that shocks me that the Bible was $75 shipped, because most publishers with their synthetic leather Bibles are going to be like 30, 40 bucks at most. Sometimes you can get them for like under $20. But there's no information about the copyright of the Bible itself, or what you also see on a page like that is where it was printed. A lot of Bibles like this are printed in China, and I would be shocked if Donald Trump was promoting a Bible that was printed and bound in China. That is a little bit suspicious to me, that they're not telling us where these Bibles were printed, which makes me think that it's definitely not in the United States, because I think they would proudly put that in here if it was. It's very thin paper. There's a lot of ghosting or bleed through or show through from the other side of the page, so that can be a little bit distracting. The paper is very thin, but also the words are just jam-packed onto the page. It's very tightly put in there. Article 1, there we go, powers of impeachment. Oh, that is stuck together. Oh. Okay, that ripped. That page ripped. The Declaration of Independence. Oh, more ripping on that one. Oh, no, one more stuck together. That one didn't rip too bad. And
okay, so in addition to this, Wildsmith noted that the Bible cost him $74.75 shipped, right? He also had originally planned to do this as an unboxing video, but it didn't come with a box. Literally, it was just shrink wrapped inside of a bubble mailer, which is not something that you would expect to get for paying $75 for. And look, everything about this Trump USA Bible, and I've said it before, screams ripoff. Total and complete ripoff. Not surprising at all to any of you who are familiar with my channel, but seriously, total scam. Now, there's a bit more from that video I want to show you, and that's actually some of his final thoughts on it.
I personally don't like what this Bible is all about. And I say that as a proud American. I say that as someone who actually loves Lee Greenwood's song, God Bless the USA. I think I'm a proud American, but as a person of faith, I do not think that things like the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence should be put into the Bible. For me, the Bible, my faith in Jesus, my relationship with Him, my trust in God is completely separate from my identity as an American citizen. And I think it's really dangerous to conflate those two things. Yes, be a proud American. Yes, want the best for our leaders, want our nation to be a Christian nation. But let's recognize that the Word of God is so much more valuable and higher than the American founding documents. I think it's kind of offensive that you would have a Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag inside a Bible. I think that this is a misstep, and it disappoints me that it's even out there, and it disappoints me that people are making money off this, because again, let's be honest, this is a really cheap Bible that did not cost them very much money to make, and they're selling it for not cheap Bible prices, which means they're making a ton of money off of this.
And there it is. and this is not coming from someone who appears to be, a liberal, right? He's saying it's a scam. It's cheap. It's a total ripoff. It is meant to enrich whoever's making it, Donald Trump, right? And it's a slap in the face. Not to me. I'm not a religious person. I'm a leftist. I'd never buy the Bible. Okay. I don't have any skin in this game. And if you buy it, I'm not owned. Okay. If you buy this cheap piece of crap, likely made by poor Chinese sweatshop workers for pennies on the dollar, that doesn't own me. That's not my money. That's your money. You want to flush it down the toilet? You want to light it on fire? I don't give a crap. No, MAGA guys, you're getting scammed once again. It's not a surprise. And again, this is not a liberal conspiracy, all right? Wildsmith, Tim Wildsmith does not come across to me as some sort of pink-haired communist, all right? He sounds like a nice guy. I'm sure we could have some conversation. I'm sure we disagree on quite a few things, policy, religion, social issues. That's totally fine. I like to have conversation with people who don't believe in the same things that I do, right? I like diversity of thought. I like disagreeing if we do so, in a calm, in a rational way, and we come away with maybe the other person's perspective. I love that. I love that. That said, this guy, he said, he believes in we should have a Christian nation. I disagree with that. But he can have his opinions. Now the thing is, he's not in the Trump cult. It's very, very clear, right? That means he's actually able to give people an honest review from someone who, again, his perspective is he likes the Bible. Why else would you spend your career or part of your career reviewing Bibles online if you didn't enjoy it, if you didn't, like the source material? So what you're getting from him is an honest perspective. And I appreciate that. I do. And so I'm hoping that this man's, review of this obvious grift deters people from buying into it. And I hope that people will learn and stay away from scams like this. Who knows? If they can see that as a scam, then maybe they can see other things that are scams and be able to avoid them. I know. I'm really hopeful. But hey, you got to have at least a little bit of hopium in this world, because if not, you end up going down some pretty dark roads.